Why is it that anytime older women try to give game to younger women, it always circles back to being about a man? No disrespect to Phylicia Rashad. I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also. I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that. But she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. That's totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element when it comes to how a woman is dressing? And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds. They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, to always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't fucking care? Coco and Ice-T. She dress however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do. And he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control a woman's every move. Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure and y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. I've been out of commission for the last couple of days because I had shit to do. But I'm back up on this, and I had seen this trending how women were giving Phylicia Rashad backlash about her comments about what a man looks for in a woman and how men want their women to be classy and how women dress nowadays. Let me just unpack this shit. All right, first of all, let me just start off by saying you have a whore's mentality. That's one. Two, the reason it goes back to a man, because some women, not the ones you're referring to that don't care about, that don't date men, some women actually do like men. For all the she wasn't talking to, and I'm assuming because it's touched a nerve with you, you like men. Now the reason that it's not about your own autonomy and being attached to a man and what a man thinks or wants, it has nothing to do with insecurity. Around the globe, people think that there's a perception that black women are whores. Let me just put that out there. From Fresh and Fit to all these other podcasts, to podcasters, to even TikTokers like yourself, Angry Man Channel, Minister Jap, and we can keep going on. Have this perception, not just black men, but other men of other persuasions have this same notion that majority of black women are whores. That perception is based off of how you guys look, how you dress, how you carry yourself, yada, yada, yada. If that doesn't bother you, then it doesn't bother you. For the majority of women, and I'm gonna do a video about that went on speed dating and didn't the nigga show up, they kind of care about that. Now, as she refers to Coco and Ice-T, Coco doesn't dress like a whore in her day-to-day life. She's a model. She dresses like that when she does photo shoots. When she's not, if you go on the Instagram or Twitter page, she don't dress like a hoe. So this stupid notion that she dresses however, married to a 67-year-old Ice-T, is asinine, to say the least. Let me unpack why most women might want to give a fuck. Because later on in life, when you want a man, and there's a lot of women in their mid-30s to early 40s or even 50s complaining that they put their career first and they wish they shouldn't have, and there's no man choosing for them. Hell, I even seen a video, which I'm gonna do a video on that later on in this year, about this woman that was 53 years old talking about she can't get a man. The dating pool is dried up. Nobody's checking for a 50-year-old. You fucked up. So Phylicia Rashad was giving a heads up to y'all women in y'all 20s, even 30s, because You don't want to end up in your 40s and 50s and 60s. You ain't no man chose you, especially if you're good looking. That's a tragedy. If you're good looking, still in shape, eat healthy and shit, and didn't no man choose you, that's because you were stupid and stubborn, and men ain't got time for that. So she's trying to save you 20, 30, 40 years of heartache. And if you just take heed, you be all right. Now, unfortunately, and there's a lot of knucklehead, stubborn hoes out there that just don't want to concede to this fact. It matters on if you give the perception of a whore, because men don't want a woman with a reputation like that. It's in some of y'all minds, y'all think y'all can get ran through, have trains run on you, sleep with a million dudes, date a gazillion dudes, have multiple baby daddies, and we supposed to be cool. Let me just reintroduce you to Earth. That doesn't fly nowhere. Maybe on another planet, but right here, reputation is everything. If you're known by something and it precedes you, people don't want to fuck with you. If you're known to be a killer, people are more cautious and don't even want to be in your presence because you might get killed. You feel where I'm going with this? Same thing with thieves. If your reputation precedes you and you're known as a whore or a promiscuous woman, men don't want to take you around because there's a possibility that you might be known in them streets by multiple men, and that's embarrassing. And unlike some people that just don't give a shit and do whatever, like float stay boat, in the words of Chris Montezanti from The Sopranos, I don't give a fuck what people think. I care what people say. I gotta live in this world. Take it however you like to. This pushing against the grain. I'm an early 40-year-old man, so this is kind of bothersome because it seems like it's a cycle of a pattern that's being repeated. Your mom was stupid, your grandma was stupid, and they made you to be stupid. When you could just listen to some fucking advice, take heed to it, and make a cycle of, I don't know, healthy or positive choices. However, we keep repeating the same stupid, unhealthy, negative choices and then want to know why people don't like us or why their perception of us is this and why they treat us like that and why don't nobody want me. And then you got to take your dumb ass to therapy because you ain't listen. All this could be avoided. I try to tell young niggas, you don't want to end up through a cycle of poverty or misfortune. Don't pick up a felony, pick up a skill, try to work that. Stop being a follower and following the damn crowd. They doing crime and you getting dragged into it, then your dumb ass got felony strapped to you and you have a shit life because it's hard to dig yourself out of poverty, and it's even harder to dig yourself out of a felony into poverty. You have that fucking hill to climb up, even though there's miracle stories like 50 Cent, just to name the least. But unfortunately, majority of people that dig themselves into a ditch like drugs, felonies, over promiscuity, or multiple fucking kids never do. And then they want to know why their life sucks when they could have just took heed to somebody that's lived. Phylicia Rashad lived 70 some odd years old. You look like you're about late 20s, early 30s. She's lived 40 to 50 fucking years more than you. You might want to take heed or just continue being a dummy. It don't make it us no never mind. As an elder or a person approaching being an elder statesman, it's bothersome because I listen to what people think about my people. And when you continue to have this stubborn train of thought, you got nobody to blame but yourself. And the minute you're not even going to be able to use racism because people just don't like you. It has nothing to do with you black. That don't help. But the fact that you're a moron and you make stupid decisions and you're black, yeah, you kind of can't even use that shit no more. Because it was once upon a time where black people had some type of self-respect and dignity about themselves. So when people disrespected them, it wasn't because they was disrespecting themselves or they were degenerates. It was because they were upstanding people getting mistreated solely off their skin color. You motherfuckers are degenerates. People don't like being around degenerate, despicable people. So you get mistreated because you ain't not because you're black, but that don't help. In any event, I hope I made some sense to some people. Do as I will. In the words of Aleister Crowley, seems like you're hell-bent on being a moron. Talking about she don't mean to disrespect Phylicia Rashad, but in the same vein, she disrespected her. And calling her a pick-me. That's the stupidest term that I've ever heard. Anybody that likes men should want to get picked. You're stupid if you don't. That's how it goes. Women choose men, men pick women. It's the order of the world. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's 1,000 years that precede you. You can't change it. So if you want to get chose up, you might want to listen to some advice. Now, if you're a lesbian and you like women and you want to eat coochie the rest of your life or be a cat woman, have at it. Most women that like men don't like being cat women. It's lonely and there's nobody there to keep your bed warm. Also, most women take heed to shit like this that actually admire and respect the ideal of family. They want kids. They want to leave something here, so when they leave, because we all gonna leave, to say I was here, I left a mark. Now, if you don't give a fuck and you want to be anonymous and you just want to be a drone and go through the emotions of life as a nobody, have at it. She was trying to help you. And I think that's the antithesis of most black people. They don't want to be helped. They're fools. And so they keep bumping our head. And then we keep having the same problem. And then we keep looking around like it's somebody else's mistake or fault. And it's ours. In any event, if y'all been enlightened, educated, learn something, leave a comment. Shit, leave me a like. I ain't even gonna say follow me. I don't give a damn if you follow me. I don't do this for the follows, and I don't do this for the money. I do this for the message. So hopefully some dummy out there listened and took heed. In any event, I'm out.